Warning. The following production is intended for mature audiences and does not reflect the opinions and thoughts of Digital Lizard Productions or other contributing artists. Viewer discretion is advised. Place headphones on now. You are watching Rockstar Wrestling.
Welcome to Rockstar Wrestling. I'm Angelica Cade. As pre-production continues for the first season of Rockstar Wrestling, we would like to take this time to further explain our plans, our intentions, and our style. Rockstar Wrestling is a new hybrid variety web series combining professional wrestling and the music industry. In Rockstar Wrestling, the stories and the music is just as important as the fights. We start with 12 different genres of music, supplied by the best unsigned acts we can find. Each fighter will not only be fighting for their personal glory, but also for the honor and reputation of their musical style. It's rap versus metal, punk versus pop, and so on. Basically, moshing is encouraged, snitches get stitches, and censorship is the only dirty word in Rockstar Wrestling. So folks, turn that dial up to 11 because professional wrestling is about to be remixed.
Digital Lizard Productions presents. Welcome to Rockstar Wrestling. Volume 2. Taped live from the Lizard Lair studio is our host DJ Angelica Cade.
Welcome back. You are watching Rockstar Wrestling, and I am Angelica Cade. In our first intromercial, we covered a lot. We shared quite a bit of information about what we're aspiring to achieve. Today, we're going to expand on what we covered and reveal more on how we intend on executing these crazy ideas. In Volume 2 of What is Rockstar Wrestling Trilogy, we are going to cover what we are looking for in talent, the introduction of another VJ that will be part of the Rockstar Wrestling experience, the music of Rockstar Wrestling, plus, like it or not, we are contractually obligated to check in with Rockstar Wrestling resident Sockstar Haynes. All of this, plus huge news on Rockstar Wrestling unprecedented 5-day format. Casting for fighters and performers has been great thus far. The cast is nearly complete. We have had some very interesting responses. We're not looking for the latest flippity-doo-dah flash in the pan. We're not looking for some overly stiff work rate worker. We're not booking anyone. We're casting. We're casting for the best performers. The wrestler with that little extra something. This, along with in-house casting of Digital Lizard Production alumni, has been our casting direction. I know what I'm saying takes you a little further behind the curtain than what most will give wrestling fans credit for. We're not going to pull any punches or insult you. This is what we're about. This is not for someone who wants to see 10 matches show full of workers who look like the default creator wrestler in a video game. This is not for someone who wants to see broken down weekend wrestlers emulate what they saw on Raw that Monday. These companies have no problem taking your money and your support. If that's the style of entertainment you're looking for with us, then you're shit out of luck. If you're looking for eccentric personas, bizarre entities, and tasteless luminaries, then look no further. If you're looking for great music from artists across the world, then look no further. If you're looking for stories that take you on a gratifying journey, then look no further. Speaking of places, this studio is not the only place Rockstar Wrestling will be using. Joining us at the Galaxy Dome studio is Reed Roberts.
What's up, Angelica? You look fine this evening.
Can you say restraining order?
Restraining order? What? Listen.
Reed Roberts, You are a piece of shit. Reed is going to introduce us to our newest VJ and his commentating partner, as well as the set list of Rockstar Wrestling Season 1.
Thanks, Angelica. And, despite the fact that you've ignored my advances, I still feel the need that this Saturday, you and I should probably, go out on town, a nice Italian place, make the best calzones, my treat. Angelica? We're having technical difficulties. So at this time, I'd like to, introduce our newest VJ, Kurt Lauder.
Cool. Oh, thank you, Reed. I don't know if you folks were too swayed by my broadcast partner's romantic prowess, but unlike him, I'm a professional. I've a large amount of journalistic credibility to my name. The only issue is supposedly Rockstar Wrestling couldn't afford Scott Hudson, so I guess I'm here. And now, while I love the wrestling business, I don't know how I feel about this Rockstar thing. I may not fit the mold. I listen to a lot of NPR. The last cassette I bought, cassettes are still relevant, right? The last cassette I bought was a Phil Collins cassette in 1980. I like poetry. Beat poetry, not the kind that the Def Jam artists do. I don't know how much I trust the blacks. That's about all I have today.
This is your first time out, and I really don't think that people really care about any of that.
I say what I want to say, Reed. Professionalism.
Okay.
Each of the 7 weeks of Season 1, we will feature a weekly set list.
Like when you go to a concert and there's a list of songs for that performance. Well, in Rockstar Wrestling, it's the same thing, except it's a list of our videos, features, shows, and pretty much everything and anything from that week.
Day 1, the fight sessions. On every Monday, all the action from Rockstar Wrestling will be brought to you. Be called by myself and my colleague here, Reed Roberts.
Day 2, the Backstage Pass. Hello, you're watching Rockstar Wrestling, and I'm Angelica Cade. Every Tuesday, you're able to join me in the Lizard Lair studio. The Backstage Pass is our answer to SportsCenter and The Daily Show. We're covering all the top news stories in Rockstar Wrestling. Get some exclusive interviews with Rockstar Wrestling talent and dig deep into the world of Rockstar Wrestling.
Day 3, and this is the B-side with Reed Roberts. Douchebag. I'm over here. And on Wednesdays, it's the B-side. The B-side is, it's not pretty, it's not flashy, but it does have all the fun of a back alley blowjob. It's only half the filth. Okay, that's a lie. It's actually double the filth. It's pretty filthy. You're in a alley, but it's the Amsterdam of Rockstar Wrestling.
Day 4, the mixtape. On Thursdays, we drop the mixtape. Anything that needs to be said during the week that hasn't been said will be said on the mixtape.
Day 5, the bonus track podcast. On Fridays, check in with me, Radio, for all the happenings and news of Rockstar Wrestling. We'll listen to tunes, we'll discuss the fights, and we'll have a great time. It'll be the most exciting hour of your life.
Saturdays, we regroup and take a look back at the set list from the week before. Then on Sunday, everybody here at Rockstar Wrestling takes the day off. Some party, some handle personal affairs, and some prepare for the next week's set list. Rinse and repeat for the entire 7-week season. Like we said, we're not sticking to the traditional script and putting out 1 episode a week. With Rockstar Wrestling, it's an experience.
You are watching Rockstar Wrestling.
Oh, hi there. Are you having trouble quitting smoking? Are you having trouble maybe losing weight? I don't know. Maybe you're looking for that special kind of yogurt that'll make you poop better. Are you having trouble getting stains off a carpet? Maybe from a prolapsed anus incident. Or maybe, just maybe, you're having trouble finding that certain knife that'll cut right through a human skull. Well, we would love to help you here. But we're way too busy. Doing what, you may ask? Hanging out at digitallizardproductions.com. That's right, digitallizardproductions.com. Here at digitallizardproductions.com, we have a wide array of blogs, such as The Daily Fornication, The Savage Animal, Rant and Rave, The Random Movie Review, and The Preview Review. Digital Lizard Productions also has great web series, like Nocturnal Emissions and DLP Presents. DigitalLizardProductions.com also features full-length movies that you can watch for free, such as The Moving Men, All the Love in the World, and Upping the Ante. And that's not all. At DigitalLizardProductions.com, you can spend hours enjoying independent multimedia entertainment that only DigitalLizardProductions.com can provide. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll feel dirty in the morning. It's DigitalLizardProductions.com.
You are watching Rockstar Wrestling.
You're watching Rockstar Wrestling, and I'm Angelica Cade. Music is a very important part of what makes Rockstar Wrestling what it is. This past spring, we partnered with SonicBids.com to take submissions from independent musicians and artists of all music styles. The submissions came, and they came, and they came. Due to popular demand, the submission deadline was extended a month. Finally, after months of submissions, we are pleased to announce that over 1,100 artists submitted their music. These are artists from all styles, levels, and from all walks of life. From New York to LA, Mexico to England, Chicago to Brazil, and even Finland to Canada. Rockstar Wrestling is looking to provide you with the best independent music that the entire world has to offer. In connection with our love for music, we'd like to encourage everyone to get out of their homes and go support local artists. On any given night, you can find a concert, a wrestling show, a stand-up comedy set, or even just an open mic to enjoy. These are the artists and the entertainers who are doing what they do because they have a passion for it and love what they're doing. Why not show support? Remember, we all start off somewhere. If the right amount of support is put behind an artist, anything is possible. This is another reason we're leaving the weekends open during our set list. We want, no, we demand you go have a good time. And while you're there, make sure to tell everyone about Rockstar Wrestling. We've already announced that we'll be featuring 12 music genres for Rockstar Wrestling Season 1. Now, for the first time, we reveal what genres will be represented. In alphabetical order: club, country, emo, funk, gospel, grunge, indie, juggalo, metal, pop, punk, and rap. There you have it. Those are the music genres that were represented in Season 1. Those 12 genres don't necessarily represent all the music that you'll hear. Rockstar Wrestling prides itself on having great variety and hopefully something for all music lovers. Now, we're going back to check in with Reed Roberts and Rockstar Wrestling's newest addition, Kurt Lauder. Gentlemen?
Thanks, Angelica. With all these different music genres, there's sure to be a lot of confrontations. I mean, Reed, we have natural enemies in the musical landscape. We have juggalos and funk music.
Afros and Fago.
We have gangstas and metalheads.
Gold chains and mohawks.
We have emo and hipster.
Sad stories and lots of romantic comedies. Pretty much the same thing. Yeah, razor
Pretty
blades.
much. Razor blades will be biodegradable. Movies will probably have a lot of Zach Braff in them. That's what I see. Us, for example, we won't be known as commentators. We're known as VJs, video jockeys. We present the music and the wrestling. Our ref won't be a ref, but rather a bouncer, because no one lays down the law at a concert more than a bouncer. Like when I try to smoke a cigarette at a concert, or when the minorities are acting up.
Wait, what?
What? Well, minorities generally cause problems, and that's why you have a bouncer. Much like we have a bouncer for a referee, because I think we have some minority wrestlers.
Wow.
Professionals, agreed.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
There's no valets, no managers. No, we have plus ones. Plus ones can be anybody. They can be a friend of the wrestler. They can be part of their entourage, family member. I don't know.
Guy that gets your drugs.
Yeah, a groupie maybe for sexual favors.
I like
Post-match.
the groupies.
For sure you do. I can smell how much you like the groupies. It's festering. Professionalism. But anyone can be plus one. If you're on the list, you're on the list. Speaking of plus ones, Digital Lizard Productions has given me my own solo series. Finally, someone recognizing my greatness. Bet you couldn't do that, could you, Scott Hudson? Anyway, this series will be called the Soundcheck Series. Here at the Soundcheck Series, I will be interviewing one-on-one with some of these plus ones. We will be answering fan questions, revealing more and more juicy details of Rockstar Wrestling.
You are watching Rockstar Wrestling.
Alright, you ready? No, it's a musical instrument. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2.
Take your hands and you go a little bit like pony, 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 and see what you do is it ends up shaking your body. It's a very good beginner warm up. Yeah, it's really fun.
Pony, everyone. That would make a good song. I'm gonna bite your face off. Oh, you wanna bite my face off? Huh? Are you gonna bite my face off through this steel? Huh? Huh? You never did. Ever. I'm the baddest motherfucker around.
Now you have to do the finger quotes. My friend.
Yes.
He died.
My friend. He died. Friend.
Like a bunny.
Yeah.
It's like a bunny.
That's my friend.
Yes.
He died. Huh?
And then you gotta, once I press this button, then you'll be able to...
Okay. What the hell?
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on.
Do you understand? 3, 2,
All right.
1.
I understand. I got you.
Okay.
You don't have to talk to me that way. Get this. Ain't you, mama? Pro wrestling, isn't it fun?
You are watching Rockstar Wrestling.
Welcome back. I'm Angelica Cade, and you're watching Rockstar Wrestling. We are currently compiling the best collection of fighters we can. The competition will surely be intense. One way to monitor the success is the charts. Like the music industry, the charts are important to Rockstar Wrestling. It'll be a strict top 5 that'll be measured on performance, victories, ratings, and basically overall general interest. Now, we're going to shift gears and take a look at a few demos. First, Haynes will be joined by his guest, Kurt Lauder, in the first installment of Head Over Heels. Today, their topic of discussion is personal space. And then, a special introduction to the B-side with Reed Roberts.
Head Over Heels with Haynes.
Hey everybody, it's me, Haynes. Today, on Haynes World, we're going to talk to a new person on Rockstar Wrestling. Apparently, having Angelica Cade and Reed Roberts and myself is not enough. We have to outsource. So, sadly, we're going to talk to Kurt Lauder. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Kurt Lauder. The MTV icon Kurt Lauder is with Rockstar Wrestling. Let's bring him out here.
Am I really supposed to talk to the fucking sock?
Kurt Lauder.
It's louder. It's louder. It's supposed to be a pun. Do I look like I'm 65 years old?
Louder! Louder. Louder.
Does Mike today have to deal with this? Is TNA hiring?
Mike today gets paid. And I'm way better than Taz.
That's true. So,
what are we talking about today?
today, we're here to talk about personal space.
What about personal space? Personal space, isn't it great?
Today, we're going to talk about personal space. Something this fucking sock isn't giving me much of.
Personal space? Why would we need that?
Professionalism. 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 Oh! Personal space. See, Rockstar Wrestling isn't like your normal bingo hall independent wrestling organization. Or, for that matter, we don't play big halls like the big boys do. Nope.
Nope.
No, we don't.
No way.
Agreeing with the sock.
Getting on the road, that's gay.
Look at Hogan.
It's not true, I heard.
Yes, Rockstar Wrestling. We don't get on the road. No. Our show's closed set. That's right. None of your independent wrestling fan yelling obnoxiously toward their favorite wrestler.
What?
Or no.
What?
Or no chance. Or no
You fucked up. You fucked up.
Or no sing-alongs like when a wrestler says his favorite catchphrase.
You can't wrestle. I'd clap if I could. Clap, 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 clap.
Like I said, none of the annoyances of that. Not to mention, I don't think our wrestlers are allowed to even be around crowds. I mean, we got some questionable figures out there.
Restraining orders.
A lot of them can't be around children.
Well, personal space.
Personal space, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why here at Rockstar Wrestling, closed set, we're here to give you the best wrestling entertainment and the best production values without the annoying crowds.
What?
You are watching Rockstar Wrestling. The B-side with Reed Roberts.
How's it going? This is Reed Roberts, and this is the introductory episode of B-side. And for the most part, what B-side is, it's going to be a weekly thing where I rant about a particular subject of whatever you want. We'll start up an email. You can send in ideas, whatever. But for this first edition, we are the popular rant of the day is the state of professional wrestling, and what it means to me. It's kind of retarded, but nonetheless, the state of professional wrestling. I mean, if you really look at wrestling and how it's been up until Rockstar Wrestling, it has evolved, over the years. And, for everybody who's a fan of wrestling, there's always a particular match, a particular time that, got them into it. What made you a fan? Well, I don't know for everybody, but from my experience, what made me a fan was 1994, Halloween Havoc, Sting versus Vader for the World Heavyweight title. That was the first time I ever actually paid attention to a wrestling match. And, by the end of it, I was completely sucked in. From that point on, I decided I wanted to become a professional wrestler. And so, for me, starting off with wrestling, it was, a great thing. Wrestling in the early 90s, late 80s, probably the best it's ever been. Of course, you fast forward now to today, and, I don't even watch wrestling. I don't wrestle. I don't anymore. I don't watch it. It's pretty much become a long forgotten thing in my household. So for me, wrestling it doesn't have all the kick that it used to have. It's kind of waned and died out a little bit. Of course, some people that watch it today will say that that it's as great as it's ever been, or probably greater. And of course, there are some old timers who are older than me who would disagree with the fact. So, as far as the state of wrestling, what is it actually in? Really depends on who you ask. But unfortunately for everybody out there, this is my show, and you ask me. So I would have to say the state of wrestling is, it's dead. Very low pulse. There's nothing that really ever excites me when I watch wrestling. You can name them all, even though we can't, because we'll probably get sued. But you know who they are, and it's pretty much it's long gone and dead. That is why these rants are so important. That's why Rockstar Wrestling is so important, because it's going to initially change all that, hopefully for the better. But we're yet to really launch Rockstar Wrestling, and we don't know exactly how people are going to interpret it. But the fact of the matter is that is why we've taken the time to make such a unique wrestling promotion. It gives people a chance to get into wrestling, not just by the art of wrestling, but also music, which is something that's never ever been done before. So I think Rockstar Wrestling is going to give that shot of steroids that professional wrestling has been needed for quite some time, and I'm hoping that everybody that is watching this is going to feel the same. I'm Reed Roberts. This has been my 2 cents, and Jin Jin.
You are watching Rockstar Wrestling.
That is a superpower. And me and my girlfriend were at a John Mayer show, and I will tell you right now, everybody in there wanted to fuck him. She turned to me and she was like, "I'm really sorry, but I would cheat on you with John Mayer." And I was like, "Don't be sorry, I would cheat on you with John Mayer." Right fucking now. If he's saying your body is a wonderland to me, panties. to the floor. Right? That's it. Alright, but no, I think rape should be legal if John Mayer is playing in the background. That's not rape. John Mayer's playing. You can't be, you're in the mood. Come on, your body's one of, it's not a right? Get so
You are watching Rockstar Wrestling.
Welcome back. I'm Angelica Cade, and you're watching Rockstar Wrestling. We encourage you to check out dlprockstar.com for more information on the Rockstar Wrestling experience. We'll be adding a lot more content and information in the upcoming weeks as we approach the shooting of and inevitably the long-awaited release of Rockstar Wrestling Season 1. For Reed Roberts, Kurt Lauder, Haynes, and the rest of the Rockstar Wrestling crew, thank you for rocking. I'm Angelica Cade. Don't fall in. Today, we're going to expand on what we covered and reveal more on how we intend on executing these crazy ideas. In Volume 2 of What is Rockstar Wrestling Trilogy, we are going to cover what we are looking for in talent, the introduction of another VJ that will be part of the Rockstar Wrestling experience, the music of Rockstar Wrestling, plus, like it or not, we are contractually obligated to check in with Rockstar Wrestling resident Sockstar Haynes. All of this, plus huge news on Rockstar Wrestling's unprecedented 5-day format. Casting for fighters and performers has been great thus far. The cast is nearly complete. We have had some very interesting responses. We're not looking for the latest flippity-doo-dots we can find. Each fighter will not only be fighting for their personal glory, but also for the honor and reputation of their musical style. It's rap versus metal, punk versus pop, and so on. Basically, moshing is encouraged, snitches get stitches, and censorship is the only dirty word in Rockstar Wrestling. So folks, turn that dial up to 11 because professional wrestling is about to be remixed.
Digital Lizard Productions presents. Welcome to Rockstar Wrestling Volume 2. Taken live from the Lizard Lair studio is our host DJ Angelica Cade.
Welcome back. You are watching Rockstar Wrestling, and I'm Angelica Cade. In our first intromercial, we covered a lot. We shared quite a bit of information about what we're aspiring to and you're looking for with us, then you're shit out of luck. If you're looking for eccentric personas, bizarre entities, and tasteless luminaries, then look no further. If you're looking for great music from artists across the world, then look no further. If you're looking for stories that take you on a gratifying journey, then look no further. Speaking of places, this studio is not the only place Rockstar Wrestling will be using. Joining us at the Galaxy Dome studio is Reed Roberts.
What's up, Angelica? You look fine this evening.
Can you say restraining order?
Restraining order? What? Listen.
Reed Roberts, you are a piece of shit. Reed is...
Warning. The following production is intended for mature audiences and does not reflect the opinions and thoughts of Digital Lizard Productions or other contributing artists. Viewer discretion is advised. Place headphones on now. You are watching Rockstar Wrestling.
Welcome to Rockstar Wrestling. I'm Angelica Cade. As pre-production continues for the first season of Rockstar Wrestling, we'd like to take this time to further explain our plans, our intentions, and our style. Rockstar Wrestling is a new hybrid variety web series combining professional wrestling and the music industry. In Rockstar Wrestling, the stories and the music is just as important as the fights. We start with 12 different genres of music, supplied by the best unsigned act. Flash in the pan. We're not looking for some overly stiff work rate worker. We're not booking anyone. We're casting. We're casting for the best performers. The wrestler with that little extra something. This, along with in-house casting of Digital Lizard production alumni, has been our casting direction. I know what I'm saying takes you a little further behind the curtain than what most will give wrestling fans credit for. We're not going to pull any punches or insult you. This is what we're about. This is not for someone who wants to see 10 matches show full of workers who look like the default creator wrestler in a video game. This is not for someone who wants to see broken down weekend wrestlers emulate what they saw on Raw that Monday. These companies have no problem taking your money and your support. If that's the style of entertainment